Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so very much for being here. In today's video, I'll be talking about all of the books that I got for my birthday. So I got a stack here that my lovely friends and family gifted to me. And then, of course, I have to buy myself books, so I even have a stack here. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First books that I'm going to talk about are the books that I bought myself at Barnes & Noble. If you want to see the book shopping video and also my birthday vlog, I did upload a video of my weekend in Seattle. And of course, I had to go to Barnes & Noble, so if you want to go watch that, definitely do after this, and then you can go watch that. But I am so very excited to talk about the books that I got. I did show the haul in that video too, so if you've seen that video, then you know which books I'm going to be talking about. So the first book that I'm going to be talking about is The Flatshare by Bethany O'Leary. I'm a really big cover person. I can really appreciate the thought and the work that goes into the covers. I always say how much I love the covers, but it's true, and this is one of them. I absolutely adore this cover. The way it's painted and the colors go together, it's just so aesthetically pleasing. So this is a romance, forced proximity. There's something about forced proximity or the one bed trope that I really love. So when I heard that this was forced proximity, I knew I wanted to get it. So it says, Tiffany and Leon share an apartment. Tiffany and Leon have never met. And it says, after a bad breakup, Tiffany Moore needs a place to live, fast and cheap. So then she ends up getting an apartment that's in her budget. And it says, desperation makes her open-minded, so she answers an ad for a flat share. And it says, Leon, a night shift worker, will take the apartment during the day, and Tiffany can have it weekends and nights. It says he'll only ever be there when she's at the office. In fact, they'll never even have to meet. So you already know that they're basically passing one another, but you already know that they're going to somehow see each other for the first time, fall in love. They're going to find each other attractive and be like, oh my god, I can't tell them that I think they're attractive. And it just makes me curious on how they'll go from never seeing each other to then falling in love. It just sounds so stinking cute. Then I have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I have seen this book going around for a quite long time, but I am just such a big romance person that I never thought to actually buy it and read it. But then I can't remember who it was. I think they were talking about it in their fall video. They were talking about the books that they wanted to read in fall, and this was one of them. And when they read the synopsis, I was like, oh my god, if I would have known this is what the book was about, I would have picked it up already. So they're at a masquerade ball thrown by her parents at their English country house. So this is rich people, extravagant gowns. Then it says, Evelyn Hardcastle will die. She will die every day until Aiden Bishop can identify who murdered her and stop the killer. It almost gives me a murder mystery, like the movie with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. It's they have no idea who did it and they're in the room with them. At the beginning of each day, Aiden wakes up at the Blackheath's house in the body of a different guest of the gala he attended the night before. And then it says, and some of those guests are more helpful than others. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle is a breathlessly innovative gothic mystery that follows one man's quest to find a killer within a mind-bending temporal loop where no one can be trusted and nothing is quite what it seems. This sounds perfect for the fall, for spooky season. It sounds so intriguing. I really hope that it lives up to the hype in my head, but I love romance, but I need to switch it up a bit so I don't get tired of it. I mean, I've been reading for 2 years and I haven't gotten tired of it. I just like getting different genres, and this sounds perfect for the upcoming spooky season. Look at the cover. Tell me that doesn't look so cute. I love the gold and she just looks so cute. Then I have Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This entire series I've heard so many people talk about. My favorite booktubers, I think Steph Bohr is one of them, but it's Sarah Caroli and Catherine. I think that's her name. Catherine? Or Aussie BFF. I literally did this in my last vlog. I think that's her name, Catherine. Anyways, and I think maybe even Destiny Sidwell. All those people speak so highly. Specifically Sarah and Catherine. They speak so highly about this entire series on how it made them cry, how it made them so happy. Any video where they have the chance to talk about this book, they do. And it just has me thinking, what's so good about it? I have to know. If people are just so passionate about this book, it just really makes me intrigued and want to know. first glance, it's romance, like Gossip Girl vibes, which I don't really care for Gossip Girl. And then there's also like toxic relationships. Like when I hear people talk about that, I'm like, ew, I don't want to get mad about how people are not communicating. It says Magnolia and BJ are written in the stars, just suspended in a strange kind of love that looks like hurting each other a lot of the time. She dates other people to keep him at bay. He sleeps with other girls to get back at her for it. But at the end of their every sad endeavor to get over one another, it's still each day they crawl back to. You see, reading that, I'm like, that seems kind of annoying. Like, it kind of just sounds like a relationship I would hear about in high school where they just would keep getting back with one another, and they were extremely toxic, but they're just like helplessly in love. But when I tell you that just so many people have talked about this book, I'm like, okay, I'll read it. And it has a pink spine. Come on, it's a pink spine. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on Magnolia Parks. Let me know if it was for you. Also with any of these books, please let me know. Let's chat in the comments. I love doing that. Then I have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Again, the cover, like, I don't know. I'm annoyed with how many times I say it, but I just love covers. This book is, I think it's a romantasy, so romance fantasy. Like I've said before, I love romance. Not really into fantasy, but I don't want to say that because I've never really read a fantasy book, but I want to. And I want to broaden my horizon. When two young rival journalists find love through a magical connection, they must face the depths of hell in a war between gods to seal their fate forever. This definitely is like on my high TBR. Like, this has been on my radar. After I finish reading the book that I'm reading, like, I am extremely intrigued to read this one. I might even do a reading vlog. No god, no creature, no war can come between them. They're just like, they're soulmates and they'll do anything for one another, they'll fight for one another. Now to the books that I got gifted to me. First off, thank you guys all who gifted me a book. I love you guys. You guys are so extremely sweet. So the first book is The Yellow Bird Sings by Jennifer Rossner. So my lovely coworker Allie has heard me speak or talk hours about books, and she's kind of like the only coworker that I have that reads books and I can like talk about books with. And bless her heart, she may not care about what I'm saying, but I don't have many people to talk about books with, so I'm like, you read books and then I'll just talk to you about books. She knows that I love historical fiction. Like, that means she listens. That means she is listening to me. Of course she is. She's never like once acted like she's not. I'm just making a joke on how, like, bless her heart that she listens to me. So I told her how much I just love historical fiction, and bless her freaking heart, she went out and got me a historical fiction book. And this book, when I tell you, I read it and I read the synopsis and I was like, no way, this sounds so good. I almost wanted to pick it up and read right there, but I'm working on a reading vlog right now, so I was like, I need to wait. So they're hiding out because World War II is going on. And from the little synopsis, they're like hiding in a barn, and this mother is doing anything and everything to keep her daughter alive and to keep them together. To soothe her daughter and pass the time, Rosa tells her story about a girl in an enchanted garden. The yellow girl is forbidden from making a sound, so the yellow bird sings. He sings whatever the girl composes in her head. This book sounds like it's going to make me very emotional, but because it's like World War II and I love books that make me emotional, I'm just going to devour it. Then this one is such a cute book. So my grandma, shout out to you, Grandma Diane, I got the cutest little book sent to me from her. I think this is just so cute. Whenever she sees anything cats, like, she sends it to me for my birthday and for Christmas. So she saw the book of the Dalai Lama's cat, and she even wrote me like a little card that like talks about the book and all the other books that are in the series. So extremely thoughtful. I love it. So this book it's a historical fiction, and it takes place in the POV of the cat, and the owner is the Dalai Lama. So it sounds like so mischievous. I don't know if that's the right word. Like, cats are very like sassy and like they know who they are. Like, that's my perception of them. Like, they're very confident, agile. I think those are the right words, and so I'm expecting it to be like witty and fun, and it's also historical fiction, so I love. So thank you, Grandma Diane. I think it's so sweet that she sent me this book. So Very intrigued. Then I have Get a Life by Chloe Brown. No, that's not what it says. Then I have Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. People who've talked about this book, they say they just absolutely adore the book. I think from what I've gathered, I think they say it's like witty and funny, and although it's like a romance, it also goes deeper into that. So I saw this at Costco and I was like, I want to get my hands on it so bad, but I knew my birthday was coming around the corner, so I added this to my wish list. And thank you to my little sister Ariana. I'm talking so fast. Shout out to my sister Ariana for getting me this book. I'm so excited to read this one. Then I have The Humans by Matt Haig. My lovely little sister got me this book. Again, look at the cover. I love the colors together. Matt Haig is the author of The Midnight Library. That is my ultimate all-time 5-star book. And I saw that he has The Humans and also, I actually have it right here, How to Stop Time. These are his 2 other novels. I absolutely adored The Midnight Library. I loved the writing so much, so I want to get my hands on more of his books, and possibly there'll be other 5 stars in the books he's written. I am very intrigued. This is nothing like I've read before as well. I think from the synopsis I gathered that he was from a different planet, the main character, and he comes to this planet Earth and disguises himself, and his quest is to like learn about humans, like out of this world's character. Like I'm curious on how they're going to portray him. It's gonna be really good. I just know it. Then I have Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. My lovely boyfriend got me this book. I don't know why it's fun to say who got me what. I actually got this book yesterday at Costco. He saw me like looking at the section at Costco. First off, Costco has me in a chokehold. Costco, I love you. This sweater is from Costco. These pants are from Costco. These socks are from Costco. I love Costco. He saw me look at this book and he was like, I'll buy it for you. And I was like, I love you. I'm sure a lot of you know this is the 3rd book in the Knock 'Em Out series. I read the 1st book, Things We Never Got Over. Loved it. After I finished that book, I was like, I want to read more of Lucy Score. Have I read any of her other books since then? No, and it's like been over a year. But I now have the 2nd and the 3rd book in the rest of the Knock 'Em Out series, so I am very intrigued. And it's freaking purple. I knew I wanted it. I'm not expecting it to be a 5-star, but I know that Lucy Score's writing is so good. The best way to explain it is like her writing just works so well with me. It's very like easy and it flows, and it's like I'm playing a movie in my head, so I knew I had to pick up the last book. Then my lovely best friend Val got me books. So she knows how much I loved The Summer I Turned Pretty. She got me the entire set of To All the Boys I've Loved. And I was just so giddy and excited when I saw that she got me these. I just think it's so freaking sweet. So the first book is To All the Boys I Loved Before, then it's P.S. I Still Love You, and then Always and Forever, Laura Jean. Laura Jean. I absolutely love Jenny Han's writing. I don't know if it's Han or Han. Jenny Han's writing. I love her writing. Again, I think it just flows so well. It's also YA. I really enjoy reading YA, and I'm glad. When I was at the age to read YA, I wasn't reading, and so now that I am reading, I'm glad that I'm still able to enjoy YA books, and like I didn't miss out on that. I'm sure a lot of you guys have also seen the movies on Netflix. I've seen little snippets of it, but haven't seen the entire thing. But after I finish reading these books, I'm gonna want to watch those movies. So I'm very excited. And I think the covers are so cute too. And usually I don't like people on covers, and I think they did a good job with these. I mean, they're not like gorgeous, but I think they're cute. So those are all the books that I got for my birthday. Already waiting for next year's. I'm just kidding. So those are all of the books that I got for my birthday. Thank you to all who gifted me books. Thank you so very much. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If you read any of these books, or if any of these books are on your TBR, please let me know down in the comments. And thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!